Hey everyone, I'd like to welcome you to Rotunda Brewing in Annville, Pennsylvania. We just parked in the back here, so whenever you get here, you're going to want to look for the back entrance here. The parking lot's in the back, so grab a spot and go around the side here and go on in. All right, let's go check it out. All right, here we go. Rotunda Restaurant and Brewery. Awesome. Go into the entrance. There you go. A really cool background. Very cool. Sweet bar. It's a really nice, cool upstairs area. TVs. In this kind of little back room area here. There's a little private area, maybe a beautiful fire going on back there. Keep going around the area here. So you come on in over there is one of the options to come in this area right here, and then you got the bar here. 24 taps on, and you have your guest taps and both a bunch of Rotunda beers on tap, so very cool. They call this the tiki area. You can see that, makes sense. Imagine they open up these garage doors when it's really nice outside. Cool. This is the brewery operation here?
Yeah, this is the brewery. It's a 7-barrel system. We have 5 fermenters, 2 bright tanks.
Awesome.
You're welcome to come.
Okay. And you're one of the brewers?
I'm one of the owners. Our brewer actually is the owner.
Okay. But you've owned it since it was a restaurant, though?
Yep.
Yeah.
2 brothers.
That's awesome. And then you guys just went down to Hershey. You just started opening up, you kind of opened up in Hershey down there just a little bit ago too, right?
Yep. We opened up a spot. Actually, it's been 4 years, I believe. It was originally Herb's Pub. But we changed that to Rotunda Brew Pub like 18 months ago.
Okay. Nice. That's awesome. So 7-barrel, and you guys do the sweet tart thing, right?
Yeah,
like that's
sweet tarts are our most popular sour. We actually just announced we're starting shipping this coming Thursday, and raspberry watermelon sweet tarts, like our flagship sour flavor.
Okay. That'll
be available on the website. We're starting shipping all over PA.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah.
How much are you guys doing shipping? Is it just a flat rate? Or?
No, it's just based on where you are. There's a
Okay.
shipping calculator, and it goes through UPS, so it just depends on how far you are.
Okay, awesome, cool. Is there anything else that you guys like you say you specialize in or anything like that as far as the beer goes?
Hazy IPAs, I'd say. Hazy IPAs and our sweet tarts are definitely not what we specialize in. We're starting to do March 13th. We're going to release our first ever bourbon barrel aged beer.
Oh, that's awesome.
And we have 4 different flavors coming out. Bunch of big bottles, and they've been aging for 18 months now. So there's 3 bourbon barrels and 1's rye barrel.
How much does that yield? Like how many?
Around, I'm hoping, so it's our first time doing this,
Yeah.
but I'm hoping somewhere between 250 and 300 500 milliliter bottles.
Okay.
So
That's pretty good then.
yeah, it's a decent yield. They're definitely bigger than a barrel of beer
Yeah.
in measurement.
Awesome. What got you guys from a restaurant into like the brewing? What made you decide to do
Heavy
that?
drinking.
Yeah. Just make your own beer, huh? Just make your own drinks. Like why pay someone else for it?
Yeah. Well, my 2 brothers and I really love beer. So
That's awesome.
it was kind of easy for us.
That's great. Cool. This is perfect.
So 2004.
Okay. 2004 you opened the restaurant.
Yeah, and then in 2013 we started brewing.
Okay. Awesome. Very cool. Blue Apache. I love that. It's like there's almost like a syrupy, resiny thing going on in the backbone of that, but like lots of melon up front though. That's really nice. I like that. That's awesome. Cool, so I'm really excited about this flight I just picked up here. We got 4, so they do flights, 4 Rotunda beers for your flights here. So I went ahead and I went with the first one here, of course, you can tell that's a stout. That is Death by Decadence. The next one we're looking at is the Swatara Coffee Marshmallow Mocha Cream. That sounds amazing right there, this guy, the cream ale. And then next I have it's called Here We Come a Wassaile. And that is a sour. So got a cream ale, a sour, a nice stout. And then finally, one of their signature sweet tart series, the Pineapple Fluff. Right here, this guy. Pineapple Fluff sweet tart. So that sounds pretty freaking amazing. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and dig into this. And I also got just an order of fries per PA state law. Gotta have something here to munch on as you are drinking. So I'm gonna dive into these. I hope you guys enjoy. All right, time to dive into our flight. So I'm gonna have to take this guy off, put him to the side. And the first one I'm going to dive into is the Death by Decadence. It's an Imperial Stout by Rotunda. Cheers. Oh yeah, that's rich and creamy. Lots of chocolate. Definitely like an icing almost, like an icing flavor, like a vanilla icing flavor in there, a little bit of cake flavor. It definitely tastes like a pastry stout that you'd expect, kind of thicker, on the thicker side, very, very creamy. That's really good. It is decadent though. That is true. The flavor profile or the name of the beer is very true. So I probably couldn't do more than about like 10 ounces of this at a time, but it is delicious and there's a lot of stuff happening in there. Cleansing my palate in between the different beers here. Gonna dive into these fries. And they're just regular fries, but they are really tasty. So Just a nice little snack. Warm, crispy, salty. Good stuff. All right, this next one I'm really excited about. It is the cream ale, Switchara Coffee Marshmallow Mocha Cream Ale. Because you throw more flavors in there. All right, so definitely looks like a cream ale. Lots of coffee coming through on the nose. That's the predominant scent that's coming through. There's definitely some sweetness there, though, too, like vanilla sweetness. Ooh. Wow. That's really good. I wish I had more of it. That's really good. There's lots of coffee there, just as advertised. But then it's like layered though with like the sweetness, I think, from the marshmallow. Like it's definitely a sweet, creamy thing going on there. I mean, it's a cream ale, so it makes sense. But cream ales are usually like really light and more effervescent, more bubbly. So to have this one where it's just like coffee in your face, it's really tasty. Obviously, I'm just putting it down right now. Oh man, I could just keep going on that one. It's sad it's gone. I may have to get a full pour of that. Okay, the next one up is called Here We Come Wassailing. Oh, sorry, Here We Come a Wassailing. So it's a sour, actually. I'm not sure where they came up with the name there. I mean, I know wassailing from Christmas time, but interesting to see what flavor profiles come out of this based on the name. Wow, that's like a... Okay, so it is like more in their sweet tart series, like where it's like sweet and sour at the same time, and I think it's going in the direction of like it reminds me of margarita. Like that's what it is. It reminds me of a margarita. So you have that lime, a little bit of salt, sweetness in there. Yeah, it's almost like they melted down a margarita into a beer. So there's like even some maybe coconut flavors there, but like lots of like lemon lime stuff going on there. That's really good. Yeah, it tastes like a tropical drink. It definitely tastes like a beer that I would have at a tiki bar like this. That's for sure. That's really good. I didn't know what to expect, and that's like taking me to the islands right there. All right, the final beer I have in my flight today is the Pineapple Fluff Sweet Tart. So the Sweet Tart, you probably know that Rotunda, that's kind of their specialty thing. The Sweet Tart series. So you have like sweet and sour, good stuff. So I'm excited to try a Pineapple Fluff. Imagining it might be like a Dole Whip kind of thing that you get out of Disney World. So, cheers. Oh. That's a lot more deep and complex than I thought it was going to be. That's more like a cake. But it's a heavier body to it, actually, and it definitely reminds me of like a pineapple upside down cake. That's like what I'm getting out of it. So you get like the cake, sweet, vanilla vibes that are coming out of there, making it a little bit heavier, but it's not bad heavy. It's just going from that last beer to this one just definitely has more of a body to it, and it leaves like a lingering flavor in the back also. there's like some spices in there, like maybe even I doubt it's like nutmeg or coriander, but something in there because I think that's the part that also reminds me of like actually being a cake or a pie kind of feeling to it more than anything else. It's really interesting. There you go. A little bit thicker, you can see. There's even some debris in the bottom of that. It's good. All right, so what I learned is that, they primarily focus on this being a restaurant first. So when I walk in here, you see that there's a big, nice dining room area, and there's upstairs dining as well. So I was out in the tiki area for my flight, and it's divided up into multiple different places. But in every area they sell both Rotunda beers, and they also sell their guest taps too. So a very cool place to come visit and get some dinner, especially, or it's just a meal. I think that I'd recommend it for that for sure. I mean, get some food. That's what they primarily focus on, but their beer is fantastic also. So plan to come here and make a whole meal out of it. It's not just a brewery. It's not just a tap room. It's a lot of everything. So I'm excited. I got a 4-pack to go of their new beer, their new release, for the love of Max. And so I want to try to review that later on and just do a specific review on that beer alone once I get home, and kind of do a debrief of everything also. Hey everyone, just continuing this video here at home. As I had promised when I was at Rotunda, I had a blast when I was there. I had a great time with Mike, learning more about their brewery, sampling their beers, had a really great time. And so as I mentioned, I had picked up a 4-pack of this beer here. Let's see if I can get up here. For the love of Max. As you can see, it is a special edition IPA. They're Annville IPA with pineapple and tangerine added to it. So I did have one of these beers already, and it is delicious. So I'm excited to crack open my second one here with you all and try it here on the spot. That sound never gets old. All right. Give it a good pour. Beautiful. So here's the cool thing about this beer is not only is it a special edition beer that they released for Valentine's Day weekend, not only is it also delicious, but here's the really cool thing about it is that according to their Facebook page, before I get into the actual beer and do the tasting with you all, I'd like to point out that the proceeds for this beer actually are all donated to the Children's Resource Center of Lebanon. So on Sunday the 15th of February, they actually got together, everyone got together there at the brewery, cheering on a local, Renee Ryan, as she ran 37.3 miles around the town of Annville to raise money and awareness for child abuse. She plans on finished her exhausting run at 2 o'clock at Rotunda. So that was the plan. That was the announcement of this beer. So that's awesome. Again, according to their Facebook page. And then they actually, if you go to their Facebook page on February 15th, you can actually see the video of looks like Renee finishing actually at Rotunda. So here's a really cool results of the whole thing is that they raised a total of $6,529 for the Children's Resource Center of Lebanon. And that's a combination of a whole bunch of things, donations the day of, purchasing merchandise, all that kind of stuff. And part of that is $806 that came from t-shirts, the beer that we're about to have, and just a bonus cup of donations there at the brewery. So really, really cool project that they put together there. I love seeing that whenever breweries are doing that, working with the community and supporting their local people with the beer that they're making, not only just to support them and make some great beer for them, but helping out on a great cause for that all too. So nice to know that the money that I put into this is going to a good cause,
and that I can enjoy this, not for only just being a great beer and a special one-off release, but knowing it's going to something. So, cheers. I really like this beer. There's a lot of pineapple in it. Yeah, there's a lot of pineapple in it. So if you don't like pineapple juice, I would say steer clear. But for me, I love that. Oh, I'm getting more as I'm just sitting here. All right, so lots of just pineapple juice up front. Nice and easy to drink. Tastes like I know I said in one of my earlier reviews also, but it definitely tastes like a drink I would have whenever I was in Hawaii or something, right? Like sitting there, like having this drink, the pineapple juice. But the really cool thing that just happened there as I was getting the after notes of that taste, there's definitely vanilla that's like hitting me in the back there, and then that like hoppy resin that's happening at the same time too. So I'm gonna go back for some more. There's some carbonation to this. Yeah, that's dangerous. I mean, I could just plow through that. Wow, that's really good. Yeah, the tangerine is kind of like the second note that you get there. Tangerine, vanilla, the hops. That's great. It's a really good beer. And as I said, I had a great time at Rotunda, and I really appreciate you guys checking out this video and taking the time to review us if you want to. If you want to comment, if you want to subscribe, that would be awesome. And I really hope you enjoyed yourself checking out Rotunda, and look forward to more videos coming up real soon. And in the meantime, cheers.